fourth consecutive negotiation between labor unions and government for an increment in base pay for the 2023 working year ended once again inconclusively. The unions are now asking government to increase their base pay by 65%. That is 5% more than they had earlier requested in the last meeting. They have also rejected government's best offering of 18%. My colleague Michael Ashale has been following the meetings and filed this latest report.
Government and the labor unions have met 4 times. At the first meeting, government offered to increase their base pay by 8%. The unions rejected that offer, including the latest offer of 18%.
We've met government progress to 18. We also progressed to 65.
Initially, the unions wanted a 60% increment in their base pay. Now, they are asking for 5% more. President of CLOCSAG, Dr. Bampo Ado, explains why.
And government says they are going to consult. We also stated that we're going to meet our constituents and then we also give them feedback. So this is how we ended. We are not being unfair. As you are aware, we've read a budget and there's an indication that there will be an increase in VAT of 2.5. And then also it has been indicated that the tax brackets are going to change. So this is fresh information that we've brought on the table. Because the budget has indicated certain issues relating to VAT and the tax bracket that is going to increase our burden. And so we need to compensate for that.
Deputy Secretary General of the Trades Union Congress, Joshua Ansah, says the unions will have to consult their membership before they return to the negotiating table.
I don't agree with you that it will be difficult. We've never been difficult. We've been considerate for years, and many things have gone wrong. So I think that is the time to right the wrongs. The single pay salary structure is the most indecent structure in this very country. And we think that this is the opportunity time for us to right the wrongs. So we have not been difficult. We are the same union leaders. We are the same people that took the 4 and 7%. We are the same people who are asking for 60. And the reasons are written clearly on the wall. We will never take anything below the 60%. We are not representing ourselves. We are representing our constituents. And we have to go back and inform our members who sent us to negotiate for them.
The Deputy Minister for Employment and Labour Relations, Bright Rekubrobe, says government is frustrated.
Unfortunately, we have had to table something anytime we have met. But Labour insists on a figure. So we are going back and we'll reconvene. I am disturbed. I am disturbed. But in the spirit of negotiation, we will go back and come again. It's about money. It's about ability to pay. So I am also worried that they are also not moving to come and meet us at where we can come to a compromise. Because for the 4th consecutive times, we have had to table something. And Labour says that they are unwilling to take it. So it's a clear case of frustration, very genuine one indeed. So it is not like I am not happy. Of course, you don't want me to be happy when there is this state of affairs. Well, we are going back to look at what we can do. And then if we can go further, we will let the media know. We will let them know.
If both parties fail to reach an agreement soon, the National Labour Commission will be invited to mediate. The meeting has now been adjourned indefinitely. For Joy News, Michael Ashale.
And that is a report filed by my colleague Michael Papani Ashale. And let's go to Zoom now and speak to the TEC Deputy Secretary, Secretary General Joshua Ansah. We also have the NAT President, Dr. Isaac Owusu, joining us also via Zoom. Gentlemen, thank you very much for your time here on Joy News Prime. And let me start with you, Dr. Isaac Owusu. Initially, you said that you were going to accept 60%. You started off by saying, per your calculations, you deserve over 100% increase in salary. But given your sensitivity to the times in which we are, you are willing to accept 60. Now you are saying that 60 is not enough. You have adjusted your demand upward to 65. What is informing that decision?
Yes, thank you very much. Let me say a very good evening to your cherished viewers. Yes, we met the government side today to continue the negotiation. You remember last Thursday, the Minister of Finance read the budget on behalf of the President. And in that budget, you realize that there have been an increment of VAT to 2.5%. Now, the income tax, which the public sector workers pay, is going to be varied as how much you receive. So, looking at the new development that we've seen it in the budget. That is what caused organized labor to now move from 60 to 65%.
But Dr. Osu, you have always known that times are hard. Government will definitely increase taxes. And in fact, your own projections indicated that you deserve more. And yet you were willing to compromise to take 60%. What do you say to those who say this upward adjustment in your demand does not help negotiation? It is in bad faith, and you're not helping government to reach an agreement with you.
I think I strongly disagree with your statement that people feel that we are being unreasonable. Look, leadership of unions and associations have sacrificed a lot. If you remember 2021, we're negotiating for 2021-2022 base pay. Leadership of organized labor accepted 4% and 7% respectively for 2021 and 2022. In 2022, government projection for inflation was 8.0%. But presently, as we speak, inflation is around 40.4, sorry, as of the month of October. We don't know what November and December will bring. And so we are being realistic. This is the first time that organized labor tabled a written proposal in this negotiation, telling the employer or the government why we feel that if you give us 60%, the worker will at least be able to work and cater for his or her family come 2023.
Well, let me bring in now the TUC Deputy General's Secretary, or Secretary General, who is also with us via Zoom. Mr. Ansah, government says it feels frustrated by your actions, and today it has moved significantly to 18% from the initial offer. Why can't Labour draw closer and so that you could meet each other halfway? You'd have to unmute, Mr. Ansah, so we can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you, Mr. Ansah.
Right. I was saying good evening to your cherished viewers and your listeners. Yes, the question that you posed is very simple. We have tabled a position of 60%. Government has come to 18%. We are saying that that is not enough and that is not acceptable to us, because we were supposed to have tabled more than 100% in the initial stage. And being negotiators, putting so many things, considering so many things, we said, let's take 60. And this 60, you will not take anything less than that. And you know, we are not representing ourselves as you are aware. We are representing our constituency. And we must actually update our constituents what is actually happening. If our constituents say that please go for 20%, go for 80%, it is that one, it is they who are saying that we should go for it. But we don't want to repeat the mistake that we did in 2021, 2022, where we accepted 4% and 7% without recourse to our members, and we had a backlash after the negotiations.
Do you care at all?
Yeah?
Do you care at all that time is not on our side, and that as we speak, Parliament is debating the budget and it will soon be put to a vote? You might have seen that government has already put in figures in the budget presentation. Shouldn't that guide the speedy the rate at which you negotiate in terms of the time, so that you can reach some conclusion before that door is shut?
Thank you very much. I see that as a wrong start by the government side. It has never happened when we have not even finished negotiating salaries and compensations, and to be factored into the budget, and the budget has been read. So if government has gone ahead to put a figure in the budget, then he knows where he wants to land. And should union fail to accept that figure that has been put in the budget, then it means trouble has started already. So it was not right for government to have put a certain figure without the conclusion of the negotiations and factor it into the budget. And once you have put a figure in the budget, it informs people about how much you are ready to pay as compensation and salaries. Today, I asked that question, that the 40.4 billion cedis that has been put in the budget, what percentage does it represent in terms of compensation and salaries? I didn't have any answer to that. So that one cannot be a yardstick for us to be forced down our throat, something that is unacceptable to us.
Well,
Yes,
let's see how this goes.
is-
We understand you'll be back to the negotiating table. Hopefully, some agreements will be reached. We're grateful for your time. That's the Deputy Secretary General of the TUC, Joshua Ansah. Earlier, we heard from the NAT, Dr. Isaac Owusu as well.